Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has given us unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure or admire an old one. What will we find today? Let's dig in. Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
In yesterday's podcast, we rejoiced as the people of Judah and Benjamin, as well as many who had been moved from the northern kingdom, made a covenant to seek the Lord with all their heart and soul. And He was found by them, and they were blessed by peace for 20 years. In Asa's 36th year, Baasha, king of the northern kingdom, got fed up with so many of his people moving to Judah or going there to worship. He took control of the city of Ramah, just inside Judah's border, and began building up its defenses to keep his people in and Asa's people out. This sounds a lot like the Berlin Wall when it was built in 1961. Considering what we've read about King Asa from 2 Chronicles 14 and 15, we'd expect him to gather an army, pray for God to get glory and bring victory, and attack Baasha. But we've got to remember, this is 20 years later. Not that God had changed, but Asa had. Instead of remembering what God had done for him in the past, he took a look at his circumstances and decided to try to fix things himself. His plan was to bribe Ben-Hadad, king of Syria, using the gold and silver in the temple, to break his treaty with Israel and attack from the north. Then he figured Baasha would leave Ramah and rush to secure his northern border. His plan worked, and while Baasha was gone, the army of Judah took all the building materials at Ramah and built Geba and Mizpah. One thing didn't work out as planned. Hanani, a prophet, confronted King Asa. Asa had not depended on the Lord. Hanani told the king, "In this you have done foolishly." Again, we know how King Asa should have reacted. He should have done what his great-great-grandfather David did when the prophet Nathan confronted him with his sin. He humbly confessed and repented, turning his heart back to the Lord. King Asa did not. He became enraged and had Hanani arrested. Sadly, Asa never repented and turned back to the Lord. In fact, the mighty king who led his people to seek the Lord died a few years later of some sort of foot disease. 2 Chronicles 16:12 records, "His malady was severe, yet in his disease he did not seek the Lord, but physicians." How sad! Like his great-great-grandfather Solomon, he started out so well, trusting the Lord, enjoying His blessings. But in his older years, his faith waned. He didn't start worshiping other gods, but he no longer sought the Lord. A few years ago, an elderly friend of mine, a godly lady who was my mentor for several years, joined a summer Bible study I was leading. She said the other ladies in her Sunday school class didn't care to join the Bible study. They said they knew enough about the Bible as it was. But she wanted to finish strong. Soon after, she had to go into a nursing home. Even there, she told people about Jesus, and even read a devotional at lunch for those at her table. Every time I went to visit, she was in her lounge chair reading the Bible. She has since gone home to be with the Lord, but she finished strong, seeking the Lord with all her heart and soul. Maybe some of you are in your latter years too, and you want to finish strong. No matter what your age, never stop seeking the Lord and His truth and guidance. Keep reading and studying your Bible. Make prayer a continual habit. Cling to God and seek Him with all your heart and soul.
You can contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. We'd love to hear the treasures God has given you through His Word. You can listen to other episodes at our website, which you can find in the description below. Thanks for listening, and remember, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.